So I had this, as I'm driving right now, I have this thought, and I start kind of like doubting or wondering, like, man, in the last, 15, 20 years, whatever, have I really changed that much? And this crazy ass thought just came to my mind. It's a great way to tell if you've changed or not is, imagine your present self and the, let's say, early 20s version of you had to take a road trip together. Just you and your past self together in a vehicle going across the country. And I was like, starting to think, like, man, what kind of conversations would we have? And I can kind of pretty much guess how it would end up. My present self would end up getting really irritated and annoyed, but then I'd end up laughing a lot too, because I remember how goofy I was and how much I like to joke around. My past self would end up really fucking bored, thinking that my present self is lame, whatever. I'd more or less, like, my present self would laugh at a lot of the stuff that my past self would be saying, thinking is cool or funny or whatever. I don't look at it like, oh, what would you tell your past self if you could tell yourself one sentence or whatever, there'd be every emotion. I know that my past self would end up being terrified when the conversation came to the point where I told him what he's going to be going through, what he's going to be putting himself through. So the past version of myself is going to be terrified. I don't know, it's just a crazy concept. Like, just imagine yourself right now, like I said, on a road trip with your past self or young self, and really dig deep. Like, think about, like, what would you talk about? How would the conversation go? What kind of emotions, what kind of reactions would you have as your present self and your past self on certain topics you're talking about? And be completely honest with yourself, That is a perfect way to kind of gauge how much you've grown and changed, how much your morals, your ethics, all that. I'm not going to get, like, deep into it, like, everything I thought about, but I'll tell you, like, I was starting to doubt, like, man, have I really changed that much? But I did that, and I have changed quite a bit. Not a little bit, a lot. For the better.